Come here. Want some more? Oh, bless your heart, you poor little creature. Come on. There you go.
When I was flying over the debris piles, I spotted some movement and realized there was a dog down there.
Come on, Pop.
I was able to pinpoint where he was with the GPS.
Poor thing, you've been through a lot, haven't you? Let me have a seat with you. Give you some company.
We were able to capture him the following day. He was the first one. Ever since I was a little kid, I wanted to be a wildlife cinematographer. I spent the first 15 years after college fighting for the protection of ancient forest in the Pacific Northwest. I would fly over in a Cessna plane and film all the logging of the ancient redwoods. I switched over to drones decades later. When I went to the Bahamas, I initially was just going out there to deliver aid and film the destruction to raise money and awareness. And I was seeing these dogs running around in all the debris piles.
Oh, this one's hurt. That one's hurt.
There'd be no way you could necessarily find them on foot without being able to pinpoint their locations. I was like, God, if I could put an infrared camera on the drone, I could really find a lot more of these animals. I went back to California, got the infrared drone equipment, mounted it on the drone, and then flew back out to the Bahamas. And it worked extremely well finding animals. And after about my 5th trip out there, I saw videos of what was happening in Australia. And I was like, well, obviously I'm going to Australia. And I would find these koalas clinging to a tree in the middle of hundreds of acres of no forest. The infrared drone was key. By having that tool and working with rescue crews, we were able to save dozens of koalas.
This is Douglas. He's here with a tiny little baby. She'd only be about 10 months old. And because of the drone, this little life was saved.
The next real one that I went to would have been Louisiana. After Hurricane Laura, it was an area where we really got to test it out on cats. And the drone proved to work exceptionally well again. We were able to rescue those animals. I was right on the edge of this technology, basically creating it as I went along. Each location has been another milestone in what this drone technology is able to do. Duke was never claimed, and I wanted to adopt him. He was sentimental to me. I brought him back to Oakland. The first 6 months, he kind of walked around like a little old man. His tail wouldn't wag, he wouldn't really bark. And now, of course, he springs around like a puppy and jumps all around and tail wagging and barking. He gets, of course, treated like a king. He definitely inspires me to do this work. Seeing him and the joy that he brings.
You're silly.
My hope is that one day the infrared drones will be as popular for rescuing animals as helicopters are for rescuing people.